We are also on Weibo. Please check us out for more great videos.
He's a darling to the UK acting scene, but on screen, he can be anything but.
Sorry, I can't remember it.
2. Thank you.
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 James McAvoy performances.
He's ready to make the jump.
Before we begin, if you enjoy this video, please subscribe for more great content. For this list, we'll be taking a look at the finest performances in the career of Scottish actor James McAvoy, including his roles on film, TV, and stage.
But we never really got to know one another. Not as adults, anyway.
Number 10, David Percival, Atomic Blonde.
Get your coat, love. We're going for a walk.
First off, McAvoy plays a station chief gone rogue in this action thriller starring Charlize Theron. Duplicitous and unhinged, Percival makes both a vital ally and a bothersome obstacle for Theron's icy MI6 agent, and McAvoy does a fine job of providing some much-needed comic relief while still posing a believable threat.
Without that list, why shouldn't I take you outside and shoot you head?
You are going to kill a Stasi officer?
One that's about to defect to the West? Yeah.
Theron may steal the show with her impressive action scenes, but McAvoy is top-notch supporting talent. Number 9, Brian Jackson, starter for 10.
Just me and you?
Rom-coms seem a must-have on most British acting CVs, and McAvoy has a few under his belt. This 2006 film, where McAvoy plays a student caught between two women whilst taking part in the game show University Challenge, is probably the best of the lot.
Colin's been knocked over by a bus. He's okay, but it means you're on the team.
Yes! So glad that he's okay.
McAvoy proves a good fit for the intelligent and bright-eyed Brian, and his chemistry with both Alice Eve and Rebecca Hall makes this tale of adolescent love sweet and relatable.
Never seem to have much luck in that department. I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Number 8, Steve McBride, Shameless. Before his blockbuster career really took off, McAvoy's first major role was on Shameless, playing Fiona Gallagher's boyfriend, McBride. Despite being a car thief, he has more morals than most on the show.
Your wedding car, madam.
His relationship with Fiona is shown to be completely honest, and he's quick to protect her whenever necessary. McAvoy's rising stardom may have contributed to his short-lived time on the show, but he made a massive impact as an original cast member.
I've lost mates because I talk too much. But every time I try the opposite, I get accused of something, which only makes it worse. So, are you still there? Hello? Hello?
Number 7, Arthur Claus, Arthur Christmas.
Merry Christmas! Wow, brilliant!
Ow, mind my glasses.
Keep it up, everybody! Sorry, can I just...
McAvoy starred in 2 animated films in 2011, first being Romeo and Juliet, and then this fun festive adventure. As the naive and ever-optimistic youngest son of Santa Claus, McAvoy plays Arthur with childlike enthusiasm, ensuring that his quest to deliver a forgotten present hits exactly the right note. Backed up by a blinding supporting cast including Hugh Laurie, Jim Broadbent, and Imelda Staunton, McAvoy's the driving force behind a modern Christmas classic.
Sing Silent Night backwards.
Oh, no, that.
Knälis again, you lot again, Lassie Mlack, Lassie's the gerb.
Number 6, Wesley Gibson, Wanted.
Stay away from me. You stay away from me?
Before starring in another well-known comic book franchise, McAvoy smashed through this over-the-top action film, which is based on Mark Millar's comic book series of the same name. As an unassuming office worker turned assassin, McAvoy convinces us both a down-on-his-luck loser and a badass, ruthless killer.
I have to train harder. I have to be as good as my father.
He stands toe-to-toe with Hollywood heavyweights like Angelina Jolie and Morgan Freeman for a high-octane adventure and full-on bullet-curving entertainment. Number 5, Nicholas Garrigan, The Last King of Scotland.
You seem an unlikely candidate for this kind of work.
Why, 'cause I don't wear socks and sandals.
Though this historical drama ultimately belongs to Forrest Whitaker and his Oscar-winning performance as Ugandan leader Idi Amin, McAvoy's role is crucial to the film's success. As a young doctor who finds himself serving as Amin's personal physician, we see through the eyes of McAvoy's Garrigan the horror and madness of the infamous dictator's rule.
Uganda embraces you.
Garrigan is in a difficult situation between Amin and the British government, and while it's all eyes on Whittaker, our sympathies lie squarely with McAvoy.
Where is he?
I don't know. And you call yourself my closest advisor.
Number 4, DS Bruce Robertson, Filth. In this adaptation of Irvine Welsh's novel, McAvoy fully lets loose as an unhinged Edinburgh police officer drowning himself in sex and drugs.
No, I'm not talking to dirty prostitutes again, Mum. You can't have the
After so many films playing the straight-laced hero, seeing McAvoy run amok as a foul-mouthed, drug-addicted, brain-addled copper is more than just a change of pace, it's a revelation. Even if the film itself polarized opinion, there's no denying that the actor puts in everything he's got.
Not allowed to touch. You can't even touch. You can't.
Number 3, Kevin Wendell Crumb, Split.
Someone's coming for you, and you're not gonna like it.
Considering the dicey reviews given to some M. Night Shyamalan movies, McAvoy may have been taking a risk with this next performance. But his turn as a psychopath with a dissociative identity disorder is truly unnerving.
In the sun, we will find our purpose.
Flitting between multiple personalities ranging from the innocent to the monstrous, McAvoy excels in all of them and constantly keeps the audience on their toes. He manages to balance between being scary and pitiful, retaining high suspense until a truly unexpected ending.
You will be in the presence of something greater.
Number 2, Professor Charles Xavier, X-Men franchise.
This is very important to me, and if I can help you, I will do my utmost.
Patrick Stewart's Professor X was a tough act to follow, but McAvoy brought a new dimension to the telepathic teacher when he took on the role for the prequel X-Men First Class. His professor is debonair and charming, filled with a youthful buoyancy, but still with the same noble heart and hopeful outlook as Stewart's character.
And the anger's not enough. What's gotten the job done all this time? It's nearly gotten you killed all this time.
McAvoy appeared alongside his older self in Days of Future Past, and he has continued to develop Xavier's backstory, especially his link with Wolverine.
We all have to die sometime.
Number 1, Robbie Turner, Atonement.
Could you run ahead and give this to C? I feel a bit of a fool handing it over myself.
McAvoy is well known for taking the romantic lead, but Atonement remains his pinnacle performance. As the lowly housekeeper's son who falls in love with Keira Knightley's Cecilia, McAvoy excels in a role that requires him to be a poster boy for the British period romance, while also becoming a deconstruction of the archetypical character.
They gave me a choice: stay in prison or join the army. And for the record, the last thing I am is a toff.
His chemistry with Knightley makes the passion and tragedy of this wartime story that much more potent. It's McAvoy at his finest.
Yes, I know exactly.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo UK and subscribe for more great content.